guys, it's Kyra and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, y'all, I'm so excited to finally be able to attempt to do this makeup look that I saw on Jordyn Woods last week on Instagram. And when I say I loved it, I mean I absolutely, like, I reposted it on my Instagram because I loved it that much. Which her makeup artist this day did his thing, okay? His Instagram is at mua.alexander, but he slayed her makeup. And I have actually been seeing this more natural, you know, makeup look. It's not really like a no makeup look because it is very glam, but it's like a very natural glam, and I am loving it. So I was like, let me go ahead and see if I can recreate this, because you guys know, like, for me, there's not really much of like an in-between. Like, I can do natural makeup, don't get me wrong, but like I never really do full glam natural. Makes sense? So I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could actually do like a full glam natural makeup look. So this will be a bit of a challenge for me, but I am so excited because I've been staring at it for the past couple days, and I think I can get the gist of it down. Of course, her facial structure is much different from mine, so I'm gonna try to tweak it, of course, to match, you know, my face shape, my skin tone, you know how it goes. But I want to get the general gist down of the look because she has a really bright highlight, and on her eyes he used some really pretty reddish brownish tones, like some really pretty warm tones, a soft hint of shimmer on the lid. Her nose is snatched, okay? I kind of think I have an idea of what he did, but I'm gonna try to see if I can do it. This may be a complete fail, y'all, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so I brought you guys up close and personal because I want to like really give you guys a good view of what I'm doing, kind of how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it. And I had a picture right here next to me just so I can really get to the detail of like what the MUA did. So my face is already primed, which I did do another one of my beauty basics video all about primers, which that will be up later this week. So stay tuned for that. But just going in straight with brows. Now, I have noticed that Jordyn wears her brows a little bit differently than I wear them. Like, she fills them in, or whoever fills them in a bit differently. And I wanted to try a new technique because I have noticed that her brows, she tends to fill them in a little bit darker at the top of the brow and a lot softer at the bottom of the brow. Taking my CoverGirl Honey Brown and just lightly outlining the bottom like so. And you guys know I typically will go in with soft brown at the bottom, but again, changing it up. And then I don't know, some work, y'all. Oh, this looks stupid. Okay, then taking soft brown at the top and then I guess you fill it in with Honey Brown and see what happens. I also noticed that in the picture, her brows are pretty much full to the tip. Like, they're not dark or anything, but they are full all the way to the tip. Which you guys know I typically do not do, but I feel like her brows like don't have like any sparse areas. So I'm trying to like really fill it in without it getting too harsh. So there's brow one. Okay, so looking in the monitor, I can actually see the difference. So it's not as harsh under my brow. Like, whenever I do it, but I did like the way I just did it, under my brow isn't as harsh. Like, it still looks defined, but it's not as harsh under here. I think I like that look, honestly. Do you guys see the difference? Like what I usually do? It's like it's full, but it's not as structured as it usually is. Okay, so her brow does have a brow highlight. So I'm gonna take my brush next and wipe off some of the excess on the back of my hand because I wanna keep it the brow really soft still. And then just go in and clean it up. All right, y'all, so my brows are done. I went ahead and cleaned them up. Now for primer. Okay, you guys know I typically do my MAC Lay Low Paint Pot, but I have noticed, and this is just from watching tons of makeup tutorials by celebrity makeup artists, I have noticed that none of them use colored eye primers. Nobody does. Like, Sir John doesn't. I've watched tons of Patrick Ta videos. Who else? Makeup by Ariel doesn't. Like, I've watched tons of videos and none of them use like paint pots or anything, which is very, very interesting. I feel like it's definitely Instagram culture, you know? So instead of that, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Urban Decay Shadow Primer Potion. And just apply that to my lid. Now this does have like a hint of color on it, but it's not as stark as like my Lay and Low paint pot. So I'm applying just a little bit of that, a thin layer of that on my lid. Okay, so that is on. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and try to attempt to do her shadow, which her shadow is actually pretty simple. It's just a matter of figuring out the right tones to use. So it looks like in the crease to use some really pretty warm tones, like some reddish brownish tones, but I don't want it to be too orange or too red. So I have some powders, some like face powders. I think I may have to use like an untraditional shade because I don't want to use like anything that's too red. So I actually have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit. And I think I may use this shade here. This middle one. Because I feel like it's not too red, or, you know, I feel like it's the perfect color. Now the other tricky part is that he brings the shadow kind of high up into the brow bone. Like the only part of the brow bone that's not covered in shadow is the part or the area right, literally right there. But everywhere else is covered in shadow, and he brings the shadow downwards on towards the nose. Or I don't want to say on towards the nose, but the nose contour meets the shadow. So I want to attempt to get that down. Okay, so taking this Morphe M514 brush. Yeah, it's a pretty color. Okay, I'm gonna try this out, y'all. Oh, and he also drags it outwards as well. So it kind of almost meets the end of her brow bone. So I'm applying it, kind of dragging it in towards the inner brow, just that way it won't have that line from the concealer. And also really defining that part right there, because that's where the nose contour meets the, like right in there. This honestly feels crazy because you guys know, first of all, I never drag my shadow out this far out. And I also never bring it this high up. So this is really interesting. Bring it outwards towards the end of the brow, brushing it up into the front of the brow. Trying to like just leave that portion like right under there open, but that's actually really hard to not apply anything else in there. Taking a clean brush, it's a Sigma tapered blending brush, and kind of trying to go in here and clean up those edges so it's not so harsh, because that's killing me. And then taking a fluffy brush, actually let's do a smaller one. Okay, taking a flat brush, I want to take this lighter shade from that same contour palette and popping this right in there. Because that's the only place she has brow highlight, is right in there. Okay, so then for the lid, it looks like a really pretty soft golden shade. I'm gonna take this Violet Boss Pro Like a Boss palette here and probably just go in with the shade Amaze Balls. Let's apply this all over. One thing I do love about this look is that there's no harsh lines anywhere. Like it all just flows so naturally. So there's no cut crease, there's no anything that's super harsh. Okay, same brush and same bronzer. And just cleaning up those edges so there's no harsh lines. And I can't tell if she has that shade on the outer portion or not, but I'm gonna just clean it up. And then the last thing is I can't really tell for sure, but it looks like there may be like one deeper chocolate shade right in the outer V area. Taking that same contour palette, I'm gonna go with the darker brown and just softly carve out this area. Okay. So I think the eyes are good for now. I swear that it looks so much easier than it is. I don't know why it's so difficult. But now moving on to the face, I feel like, again, like this look here is definitely very full glam. Like I don't see a blemish in sight. Her foundation is flawless. Highlight is popping. So I'm thinking that for foundation, I'm going to take the Juvia's Place Somalia, because we all know that the Juvia's Place is super full coverage. Okay, taking some spray, spraying this, and just blending this in. All right, y'all, so foundation is on. Now it's time for concealer. And again, Jordyn's highlight is really bright, and also her makeup artist was very, very strategic about where to place it because he really wanted to lift the face. So I'm gonna try to attempt to do that same technique, but I wanted to find the most heavy duty concealer I could find. And I'm gonna be using the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX08. And I have not used this one in forever, y'all, but it's so good. Taking a concealer brush, I'm gonna actually scoop out this little bit and apply on the back of my hand and really warm it into my skin because this concealer is actually super thick. But let's look at the coverage. You guys see how thick that is? This will cover everything. Going in with a concealer brush and applying that on, and then lifting right there. Usually I go more outwards, but again, her makeup artist really wanted to lift, so I'm lifting. So there's one. And he really kind of sharpen up this area right here. And her highlight kind of comes down here. He really hit the chin, the forehead, and he really snatched her nose. So we have the kind of the base down, or the shape down. So let's go in and blend everything out. Okay, so that's nice and bright. I'm gonna go ahead and actually set this first before I do my cream contour, just to make sure this really stays in place. Okay, so I'm gonna let that bake for a second. Now onto cream contour. So one thing I do love about Jordyn's look is how her contour is not harsh at all. It's all nice and seamless. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some cream contour, but blend it to where everything is nice and seamless. And then for her nose, like I said, her nose is snatched. So I'm gonna snatch my nose. Now her cream contour starts from here. Yeah, her nose kind of comes from the side, kind of like that. I swear, y'all, this is so much work. I'm like, I don't know how celebrities look snatched on a daily, because this is just too much work for me. So there's our nose, and now for the sides. Now remember, again, blend the contour to where you can't really see the contour line anymore. Like you want that depth there, but you don't want to see it. See? That looks good, Kyra. Ah, okay. Because she does not have a harsh contour line at all, so kind of just blending in so I don't see any harsh lines. Yes! Woo! I'm teaching y'all something new today. Okay, not really, but you know. I don't really do a makeup like this, so it's different trying to mimic someone else's because I'm learning new tricks and techniques. Okay, so face is snatched. I'm gonna go ahead and set all over with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark, just to keep us from getting oily. Y'all, Look how snatched my face is. Whoop. Gonna now go in and take my Laura Mercier bronzing brush in my MAC NW48 Studio Fix powder and just warm up the skin. So Jordyn doesn't look like she has any kind of contour on. It's really just some really good bronzer. Again, no harsh lines in this look, so you want everything to be nice and diffused. Okay, and then just bake just a little bit right back here. Going in with like a small, precise pencil brush, I'm gonna go ahead and take that same bronzer that we used in the crease and apply that underneath my eye, just to add some warmth under my eye. And then just taking a little bit of a darker brown and then smudging that along my lash line. I can't tell if she has some sort of liner on or not, so I just like this to make the look a lot prettier. How about I smudge on some brown along the lash line? We're almost done. Going back in to here and really cleaning up this eye. Again, make sure that this part meets together. So now for lips. So Jordyn has a really pretty glossy nude going on. So going with my cork lip liner and lining my lips. And I am going to slightly overline them. Okay, there's a liner. Gonna take my favorite, you guys know my favorite nude lipstick, which is the Dose of Colors More Creamer Please. My favorite. Gonna hide this. And then taking chestnut liner and it's going in and it's darkening out the outer edges of my lips to like make them look really full. Okay, now going ahead and dusting away that excess powder. We should be nice and bright by now. Guys, look at our highlight. I never do my makeup like this, but this is like legit full glam, okay? This is like real full glam. Okay, so adding just a hint of blush, I'm gonna take this Karity Blush Bomb palette and just taking this shade here, actually mixing these two right here. Just adding just a hint. Touching my brows and set them with some brow gel. Okay, now in this look, I couldn't tell if she had on highlight because of the angle, but I'm gonna assume she did because I can't imagine anybody in LA not putting on highlight. And then I'm gonna go ahead and actually tight line my waterline or my upper lash line, because again, I can't tell from here in the picture if she has liner on. So just to be safe, I'm gonna put a little bit of black liner up here under my lash line. I think I did it. I think I got pretty close. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes off camera, apply some mascara, get myself together, and then I'll be right back with the final look. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and popped on some falsies and also some mascara. For falsies, I'm using lashes from the brand Dodo, and again, popped on some mascara, and I'm gonna go ahead and complete the look with some setting spray. Just so we're all nice and set. But you guys, I think I've nailed it. I don't know. Okay, y'all be the judges. Y'all let me know what you guys think about how I did on this look and if it looks anything like Jordyn's look or like even similar to her look. Y'all let me know. In my opinion, I think I did a pretty darn good job. Again, of course, I did adjust the placement to fit my face shape, but I think that for me doing it on my face and just going based off just one picture, I think I did pretty darn good. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think about the look. I am honestly loving it. I think that this look is definitely very full glam, very va va voom. Again, it's natural tones, but it's actually a full glam look. and I'm loving it. Like, I literally love this entire look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this challenge and my transformation into my version of Jordyn's look. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.